Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great time flying safely, flying to interesting places, etc. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a small video on weather related topic. Suppose you're flying to an aerodrome here in the UK and you wanted to find out the wind speed and wind direction. Doesn't matter whether you're flying to an aerodrome or flying from an aerodrome. What I do is I use a service called Aviation Briefing Service by the Met Office. And to get this service, what you need to do is you need to create an account first. It's a free account I'm using. There's a premium version as well. However, for general aviation flying, the free account is more than enough. And a couple of months ago I did create a video on this, how to create the account. So if you do not know how to do this, please do check that video. Let's assume now that you have created the account. So when you log into the Aviation Briefing Service, you should get something like this. And in here right at the bottom, you got the spot wind. So there are two ways I get this information, the wind speed and wind direction. One is the spot wind and the other is the gamets. So if you click this link, the spot winds link, and in here you should find, let me close this one. Here you should find 4 sets of data. The top 2 is the UK related data, weather data, and the bottom 2 is the European. Since we are in the UK, assuming I'm flying to an aerodrome here in the UK, I should focus on this section here. And in here you need to know when you are flying to that aerodrome or flying from the aerodrome. Suppose you're flying at 12 UTC, then you need to click that link. And if you are flying after say 1500, say 1600, then please do click that link. If you click this link here, you should get something like this, the briefing chart. First thing, when you get this, make sure it is valid. Here it says forecast for 12 UTC on 21st May 2025, valid between 9 and 15 UTC. So make sure the date is correct, which is correct today, which is today's 21st, and valid between 9 and 1500. So you are flying at 1200, so the data here is valid for your time period. If you come down, you should find some boxes here. So each box gives you the feed, wind direction, speed, and the temperature of a given location. The location is given at the top in coordinates. So if you look at this box here, it says 50 north and 0230 west. So once you have landed on this page, what you got to do is to figure out where your aerodrome is and select the relevant box. If you don't have a box that's in close proximity of your aerodrome, it's worth looking at the surrounding boxes and get the average value. So for example, assuming you are flying from Redhill or flying to Redhill, which is somewhere there, EGLL is, I think that's Gatwick. So Redhill just next to Gatwick. What I usually do is I select these 3 boxes, the top 2 here and this one here. Suppose you're flying at 2000 feet, so what I do is I get all the values for direction, speed, and temperature, add them all together, not as in adding speed, direction, and temperature, but getting the relevant wind direction values for that given altitude of the 3 boxes and getting the average value. So the first column here, this one, if you take this box here, tells you the feed. This column, that's the wind direction. This column, that's the wind speed, and the last one is for temperature. So if you're flying at 2000 feet, what you need to do is add 360, 360, and 010 to get the wind direction and get the average value, obviously. So just add them and divide them by 3. You do the same for wind speed and the temperature. So that's how you get the spot winds. So if we go back and select regional forecast, and the other is GAMETS. Again, here you should know where your aerodrome is. So in my case, I'm going to select southeast. I'm flying at 1200, so I should select this link. So you should get this page here. And first thing, again, make sure it's valid. So it says issued on Wednesday 21st May 2025 at 0226 UTC. Valid for 1800 and 1700 UTC. You're flying at 1200, so this is valid. So if you go down right to the bottom, not to the bottom, I think it's the second page, you should find some tables here for each airport. So you got Norwich, Southampton, Oxford. Gatwick only gives you the weather information for major airports like Gatwick, Oxford, Heathrow, Southend, what else, Stansted, etc. So for aerodromes like Red Hill, you don't find it, but if you can find an airport, a major airport where you could find the GAMETS, then it's worth looking at that as well. But don't rely on unless your aerodrome is sitting next to the major airport. Red Hill is just pretty much close to Gatwick, it's just underneath the control terminal area as well. So you could select this table here and get the relevant weather information. So those are the two ways you can get the weather information. One is the spot wind and the other is GAMETS. Again, I'll show you how to get spot winds. So if you land on this page, that's the spot winds. Go in here, select the time period you're flying. There you go, you get it. And if you want to get the GAMETS, click on regional forecast, GAMETS, and select which region it is. In my case, it's southeast. And select this link because I'm flying at 1200 UTC, assuming I'm flying at 1200. And this is what you get for the GAMETS. You can find the first, I would say, the column is for wind direction, wind speed, and finally the temperature. And you should also find some other information on what each zone means. So yeah, please do read the remaining weather information as well to get a better understanding of what you're going to expect. So those are the two ways I get my wind direction and wind speed, GAMETS and spot winds here in the UK. And you should be able to find some information on the Europe section as well, but I never used it. Yeah, so until we meet again on another video, safe flying.